Comedy, 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 drama. A Memoir by Bob Odenkirk. Voiced by Christopher Taylor. So sometimes, when the car that is life drives into a tornado, the storm could fling you away, but you could land in paradise. And that right there is a fantastic thing to remember. Charlie Bow. Essay. Introduction. How does one begin a book? A letter, a word, soon a sentence, then another, and suddenly a paragraph is begotten, a two-sentence paragraph. Dickens, Melville, Odenkirk, all have faced the same query, and only one has failed. Melville, call me Ishmael. Talk about giving up. How about starting it with an intention? I will attempt to identify the big breaks, wormholes of opportunity that allowed me to move ahead 5 or 10 spaces, or that simply sent me in the right direction. There are obvious ones. Getting hired as a writer at Saturday Night Live, being given the plum role of Saul Goodman on Breaking Bad, and lots of not-so-obvious ones. I'd like to point to some of the less obvious ones especially, to drive home the cold fact that these breaks come in all sizes, and often don't look like breaks when they happen. Most of this book is about my time in the comedy trenches, but then there's the part about drama and acting with a capital A, bereft of buffoonery. How about starting with a warning? You hold failure in your hands, dear reader. The bad breaks, if you will. Don't look away. I want your eyes to behold my floundering, and I invite you to laugh at it. Go ahead, mock me, because the sheer amount of failure is worth a sneering chortle. I will grace your eyeballs with a bunch of words about projects you've never heard of. Pilots, outlines, presentations, stumbles, dead ends, moonshots that ended up under a pile of rocks. Some were worthy, some less so. Often they just got weaker as they were pursued and ended up neither here nor there. Misfires. Some of them delight me to recount. They still bring a wistful smile. Others leave me red with shame, shaking my head at myself still. What was I thinking? I wish I knew. These projects that went off the rails are a big part of my slog through the muck of showbiz. I am writing about them because of all the lessons I learned from them. Did I learn any lessons from them? I believe William Goldman nailed it with, nobody knows anything. Let me add to that, nobody learns much either. But I will regale you with as many of these dead ends as I can recall. Keep 'em coming, gleep glop. I promise that if I can ascertain a pithy truism, I'll cough it up onto these pages so you can append it to your secret success journal. Also, why is your success journal a secret? Tell everyone about it. We want you to win. I'm on your side.